Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Corgatha in our usual 2-week format. Now, there's someone specific, if possible, that I would like to give the recap today. And I think I want that person to be Siobhan or Spencer.
I'd rather not right now. Not built for it right now. That's okay.
Alright. Lex.
Okay, I can do it. There are a couple parts though that I have need of help filling in.
That's fine. I saw you had add and stuff in there.
Yeah. Okay, so we picked up at the commune after having arrived after being gone way longer than we thought we were. As we entered the town, we noticed immediately that there was the scent of sage burning in heavy quantities, specifically frost sage. Well, rather, Kier recognizes it because frost sage is used in her village. Walking through the commune, we saw a lot of houses quarantined off and some that had been burned down. Oh, not good. Siobhan made a comment that he didn't know the issue was so widespread. As we walk, we discussed, what are we going to do about the evidence we found? We don't really know, but, I mean, we need to find the Elder and the Fists to see if we can even communicate with them in private. But we agree, first we need to rest, after we deliver the bones. So we go to the blacksmith, but there are guards there too. It's closed, we're told. And after asking the smith, the guards are like, I don't fucking know, the tavern? We ask, okay, well, where are their religious nut jobs? And they're like, I don't know, probably over by that freaky house. We learn that the adjudicators do not talk, but they have someone who talks for them, and the fists are also there with them. So we should probably head that way after dropping off the bones at the tavern. So we go to the tavern and see very quickly that things aren't doing too hot here. The Bellamar people are fighting with the Corgatha. There's cabin fever setting in pretty hard. Siobhan starts talking to the barkeep, who is wary and low on supplies, but at least glad to see us. The entire commune is actually low on supplies, nearly out, to be honest. There's almost no alcohol left. In fact, the barkeep doesn't even know where most people are finding alcohol, because it's not from him. We do learn a lot from the barkeeper. There are a lot of people currently in jail, including Maximilian, to our surprise, the Elder, and one of the Fists of Cord. The herbalist is too, supposedly for possessing some kind of forbidden artifact. the book that was on her wall, the family heirloom. Damn. Someone who tried to punch one of the adjudicators got turned to dust. Some of the people in jail are there because of supposed effects from the house. And others are there because of associations with, black liquid tonics of some kind. I squint real hard. The Adamantine Empire people have basically been going around confiscating items and supplies and all kinds of things from the native Corgatha. And they're claiming it's for safety and security, but probably it's just because they're being fucking assholes and are just stealing things from people. I have a thing here that says add, so I think I missed something here before going to talk to the smith. Help.
Gotcha. The thing that you have
Urine is hosting people. He's helping where he can.
Uh-oh. Why am I moving? I'm typing, not moving.
Get back here.
Kier's trying to escape.
Yep.
Uh-oh. it went way down. Oh, I see what it did. It's because I wasn't on edit. Urine is hosting people and aiding where he can. If I missed something there, I don't know. But then we split up. We go to talk to the smith, or some of us do. And the smith is like, holy shit! That's a lot of fucking bones you guys brought back. I can make, like, a lot of shit with this. So we're like, oh, cool. So we request a bunch of things. A rapier, a sickle, bangles, gorgets, all kinds of stuff. Some of the houses that were burned down, we learn, still had people inside. And the smith is like, the screaming was awful. The adjudicators apparently claimed that they were not people anymore, and the smith says, you know, the screaming did start sounding inhuman after a while, so I don't know, maybe they're right? The problem and why the adjudicators are here is that whatever was in that house got out. Something about an aberration that wore people's skin. There's books that were found in the old library detailing records of it. And the mouth, who is the person speaking for the adjudicators, is being pretty open talking about it, so we can ask or talk to them to learn more. We were also, our party, apparently under suspicion for a while we were gone. The timing was too convenient, but we were a reason the incident got reported anyway, so that helps. Smith confirms it'll take about a week to finish working on equipment for us once he gets his building and equipment back, which he does not currently have. Calder goes to talk to the tailor/tanner about the equipment that he was waiting on, and the dude is fucking drunk as a skunk. And he's all sad because they took his purple worm. The Bellamar people did, specifically. So Calder asks for a description of who took the purple worm from him, and it's a dude with a scar over his right eye. So he tells the tailor he's gonna find who did this and he'll get his purple worm back, and is like, please stop fucking drinking. And goes to the barkeep, asks to send the dude water and to stop serving him. But the barkeep is like, dude, I have not been giving him alcohol. I really have no idea where everyone's getting this shit. It's some kind of clear liquid that they're calling white lightning that gets people drunk really fast. So after confirming that the barkeep will go clean up the tailor, Calder leaves to go find the adamantine guard with the scar. I have another ad here, but I do kind of remember what happened, so I can fill it in. I was just kind of listening intently while that was going on.
Gotcha.
Calder goes to find the adamantine guard and does find him with a group of people in front of a fire with very fine food, like real good food, clearly good supplies. They are not hurting. They're doing real well for themselves. Calder confronts him basically very bluntly. And the dude is a fucking asshole, turns out, is a worshipper of, what is it, Grimish? Grumsh.
So I've always pronounced it, but...
Okay. Yeah, it turns out this dude may actually be, probably is a worshipper of Grumsh. Tries to threaten Calder and get him riled up, tries to get him to make a move and start a fight, and Calder takes note, but does not bite, does not take the bait, thankfully. Nausea from my medication is kicking in.
Gotcha.
My stomach is not feeling good.
I can take over if you want.
If you can take over for the rest of that part, that'd be great, and I can continue.
Sure. So one thing that he threatens is He's like, "You're barking up the wrong tree. Maybe jail will help clear things off." And all of us are kind of in the back, like, "Calder, don't do it. It's not worth it. He's not worth it." And then the card goes, "Nice home. She missed some kids went without one." And he's really provoking him. And then Siobhan and Kier work together with prestidigitation and druidcraft to snuff their fire uh, that they're using to keep warm. Um, and as Calder is trying very hard to leave, very very hard, and the card goes, "Give me a reason to take you away." But fortunately, he's chill. He manages to sequester his inner rage, and we all decide that now's a good time to go to the orphanage. As we're going, obviously, we pass the creepy house. There are two 12-foot tall people wearing masks that are clearly the adjudicators. And then there's one person about 5'7" who has his mouth exposed and his eyes fully covered. They have a glowing amulet. Seems like they're surveying the area in some capacity. And they look at us, and we freeze, and we try to keep moving. And they point a glyph of some kind, like they hold out their hands, and nothing happens, and we move on. And Siobhan has to use prestidigitation to clean his soiled trousers, because it's the kind of thing that makes a grown man shit himself out of fear. Especially after learning that these guys can disintegrate people just at will. As we get to the orphanage, there's a sign that says "Protected by the Order of the Prime." Inside, it is busy. There are at least 12 more kids here than the last time we were here. Urine goes up and hugs Calder, and he heard that we made it back. It's good to see us. And then he needs our help right now in the basement. We head down there, and there are 5 dead bodies with the Adamantine Trading Company clothing. They came looking for Calder, and that the Conclave wants him. The people that we learned about last time that were hunting him and paid to find him. And that they all have the same neck tattoo. Very funny that we just ran into some guy with the same tattoo. And we get to plotting. How do we get rid of 5 bodies, 5 dead guys? Siobhan asks if urine keeps pigs or knows someone who does. It's kind of too cold for livestock up here. And then asks the 2 druids in the group how hungry they are. And describes that back down in Bellamar, if you had some shady people that went missing, they would often go missing at the farm. And he's like, I mean, you guys can turn into animals now. Is that not? And very, very aggressively gets this idea shut down.
No.
Yeah, Calypso was very outspoken. Here attempts to maybe steal some warmth, as it would benefit her and her inner flame, as well as potentially give frostbite to these corpses and make them more brittle. Unfortunately, they've been dead for some time, and there's no warmth left. Then Siobhan suggests, well, we can butcher them. We can butcher them like pig or deer or elk. And Jörn calls down Massar, who is the ankle biter, and would probably do this anyway if left unsupervised. After some thinking, Kier uses the spell Frostbite, and blood that has pooled at the different spots of these corpses seems to freeze and looks frostbitten, where Siobhan goes to break down the area and it crumbles like Parmesan. And in order to not go through see no gore of that level, we skip a cutscene, and then with a couple survival checks, it's about 9 hours that it would take. And Siobhan wants to keep pushing. He's tired and like 3 levels of exhaustion still. Tyr forces him to stop and finish it off on her own. And at the end, she turns into a horse and crushes down the last bits to a paste and just tosses the rest into a fire. And with the help of Druidcraft, masks the scent of burning flesh and hair and human fat. We all take a long rest. A lot of people are levels of exhaustion after recent travel. And Tyr hugs Urine now that he's here, and with an nat 20, everyone is happy. As we all wake up, we're discussing, what do we do next? Do we talk to them all? Do we wait? Do we go right now? And we kind of agree that maybe we just wait it out, because if shit hits the fan, we're all tired. We need some rest. We need at least one more. So there's another rest. Siobhan attempts for 16 hours because he had one more level of exhaustion than her. And Calypso ends up asking about the eggs that the birds made. And there was one that was moving the other day. So we might have another bird soon. Well, my notes get like cryptic right here. Oh yeah, that's right. They get cryptic because as Calypso is thinking about the eggs and what it means to raise an egg, and by analog a child, and is she a mother or grandma, that kind of thing. There's a voice in her head that speaks to her, the voice, and kind of gives her shit about prospecting to be a mother. It knows what Calypso wants, Calypso needs.
You there?
Oh,
there we go.
yes. I was. My handwriting got really sloppy. I had to decipher it.
I see how it is.
And it was like, those fuckers don't care about you. Eclipse is like, my mom cares. My mother cares. Until she sees you. Everyone leaves you when they see the monster that you are. Eclipse retorts, until they see you. We are the same. And something tightens around her chest, around her heart. Like it could kill her at any moment with a resounding ease. And that it decides if Calypso is predator or prey. And that, for now, it decides for you. It says, you can try. It responds, have fun playing with it. It feels like there's almost something dancing around her heart. It's very teasing, showing how much control it truly has and how much it's restraining. Questions whether or not it actually can kill Calypso easily. And it says that it would make your death as sweet as nectar. Calypso, for some freaky reason, says, I suppose I should thank you. The scene cuts, and there's a knock at the door that wakes everyone up. Siobhan goes to answer, and there is a mouth and 2 adjudicators. In my notes here, I have, they dox me. So the mark that they used tracked me here, and they want to make sure that I'm okay, and that even though I can't see it and no one else can see it, the spiral wound on Siobhan's hand is still there, and that it can see what you cannot. And the mouth says, "You've been touched by an aberration." Here goes, "What?" And the mouth says, "You're under investigation for unleashing an ancient aberration." Session.
And that is where we ended. And that is exactly where we are going to pick up. What is your reaction as Siobhan to hearing this?
There is almost a youthfulness of when a young boy does something wrong and thinks that he gets away with it, and then he did not. You know, the dad comes home and is like, "Why the fuck is flour all over the counter?" Just that instant sinking feeling, fear and guilt. And I know that I fucked up, and I thought I was gonna get away with it. I thought the consequences were over. And he is just instantly like pale.
Gotcha.
And he doesn't, his jaw, like he opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out.
I see. Would you please come with me?
Everyone is up at this point, right?
Yes. Everyone will be up. probably.
Yeah, I believe several of us had gathered closer while the conversation was happening.
I turn around. I don't think I have a choice in this. Oh. I see you all on the other side.
Wait, I'm gonna take a step forward and look to the mouth and say, where are you taking him? How long?
You can all come with us too, if you wish. Frankly, all of you are technically under investigation. This one spares the marks. This
And
is not under malice by any means. This is for your own protection. And your own safety.
right, how long will this take?
Well, it might take a few hours, to say the least. Or it could take a few days. We're not super sure yet, but that is indeterminate.
Am I gonna live through this? And I've noticed there's been a lot of burn it down house.
I surely hope so. Frankly, I would like to see us find a simpler ways of resolving this than violence. Violence is not the point of the answer, and we do not believe that you are under the same infection. Perhaps possibly a carrier rather than a symptom.
Oh God.
His mind flashes to all of the one-on-one time spent with the mammoth traders. Siobhan is patient 0. Oh God.
We believe we would rather continue the rest of this conversation privately, if it is not too hard for all of you to come. I hope that you are willing to take us up on this. We have a place that we have a sort of protective base of operations.
Did I gather my belongings, or is it just...
No. Come as you are. Like I have said, we are not trying to find a reason for violence. Simply, we are trying to investigate you to make sure that you are alright and see if we can actually perform some things to help you. That does not include burning your flesh, as we do not, from our apparent scans, have a reason to burn your flesh yet. So,
Be right back.
See you, Cody.
Gonna kind of look at Siobhan and look at Calypso and kind of make a face like a, well,
I don't like it, but what else are we supposed to do?
sure. Do we have access to the books that were found in the old library?
yes,
If we...
we have them at our location. It's one of the reasons why we have the knowledge that we do when it comes to the basic whereabouts of what we are looking at in some of the historical aspects of what we see.
Sure. We need to do... I wanted to do reading anyway. We thought maybe we could read about what was happening.
Of
What is
course,
this?
you may do some reading.
I need to update my will.
That is perfectly fine. I do hope that you are able to come with us as much as possible. We and the adjudicators would love to learn more about this. Frankly, to prevent things like this happening further. This is not the first time we've had to deal with something like this, but unfortunately the last time we had come during the aftermath. But we will talk about that more once we get to the location that we will be heading to as our base of operations.
Okay.
Well, I don't think I have a choice
Hey.
here. I'm just gonna grab my coat.
No problem. Grab your cold weather gear. That will help you during this time in this very cold place.
TM, random question.
Yes.
This lady's accent.
It's intentional.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, it is canonically switching.
Yes. Canonically is
Oh.
switching. I am doing that fully intentionally.
Okay. That's very interesting. Does it seem like... I don't know if, I'm not really the person to ask this. Never mind.
You can make a perception check if you like.
No, not even to really notice it. More like, oh, does it sound like I know where this person is from? But to be honest, I'm not the person to ask that.
No. Would anyone else like to, since Lex out of character had asked the... Yeah. Anyone who would like to may do
Good.
perception checks if you'd like.
I'll do one.
It's not a super high DC for what I'm going to give you, so if you get a natural 20, then I'll give you a little more. But okay, so Siobhan, you notice that there's changes to their vocal patterns, but you
Oh wait, hang on. That should be a 14. I still have
14?
2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, gotcha. 14. You would definitely notice that there are some aspects to their voice that are changing. Their accent is very much shifting in a way, and even the way that they're speaking gets different. Like you are very much seeing it's like watching someone's almost like personality shift in real time. The cadence changes, what they're saying changes. Calypso, one thing that you would have noticed that Siobhan didn't is that they are using the term "we" as when speaking about themselves, because they said "we" and the adjudicators.
The royal we. Okay.
So it's like they're speaking of a different group while also speaking about the adjudicators. So, like, they're separating the two.
Joanne will grab his big old coat and boots and just
One more thing
head to the slaughter.
One more thing to add. This person's arms are the joints specifically, where there's a little, almost like a unnatural longness. One thing you do realize is where the joint is at is actually a collection of ropes and string, rather than an elbow.
The little puppet.
A little puppet.
But the face looks flesh. It look like the actual mouth looks like flesh.
Some mix of both. I feel like Siobhan is smart enough not to speak out at this point. Like, I think any observations he had are better kept to himself,
Gotcha.
whether they're fact or opinion.
Fair. You guys collect all your stuff? Or your cold weather gear?
Yeah.
Just change into cold weather gear and
As much as they let me.
like if I can grab my stuff to work on my potions.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I'd say it takes you 5 minutes or so to get stuff. They wait mostly patiently. As you guys get your stuff and head back out, they begin to turn and walk. Follow us, please.
All right.
I'm gonna look around. Is this person here alone?
No, they're with the two adjudicators.
That's right. Okay, the adjudicators were with them. Okay.
They begin to
Alrighty.
trudge through the snow, keeping an eye on a couple of things. The adjudicators seem to be taking the lead, while the mouth, you notice, glides behind them above the snow.
Ah, they're a levitator. They're a levitator.
One of the things that you do actually kind of notice, though, basic thing, along with the going back with Calypso and Siobhan's 14 perception check. The reason why you notice them gliding is you don't notice any feet.
Oh.
Oh,
Their actual
aren't
like
those junkies?
long robe kind of just seems to flow in the wind without anything underneath it.
I don't like that.
You
I
do
know
notice with the levitating too, though, is that the snow underneath them almost seems to melt a little bit as they kind of go along too. Like there's almost like a little bit
I
of
don't know what this is.
heat that kind of portrays, but like it doesn't seem like heat enough that would like fire. There's no like scorch marks as the lead and frost effect and stuff would leave almost like a burnt material depending on if it was like an actual fire and leaving a layer. So there is nothing like that there. It just almost seems like it's melting slightly. But yeah. You continue to walk about 20 minutes. You find yourselves near, kind of by the original house where, the burned down house. There's this kind of tent area where you notice that there is like snow kind of piling up around this like sphere looking thing that is very opaque. And they just tell you to walk right in.
All right. Yeah, I'll just walk in.
You walk in without much issue.
Is it next to the house, right? Not
Yes.
on the ground?
Yeah, next to the house. It's not at the grounds. And
Yes.
the moment you go inside, you would see this, what almost looks like this little mobile operating base. You can't see the outside super well. You can tell that it's there, but it's almost like looking through a sheet. but it's quite large. It's probably 30 feet wide. But there's a stack of books. There's a few different things. There's some notes that are taken on. The ceiling is quite tall. It's almost built up like a yurt in a way.
What kind of culture does this remind?
It feels like a blending of a lot of different things, but culturally, I would say Mongolian.
I did mean
In game,
but I do
Yeah.
like Mongolian.
yeah. But the style of yurt and the look of the yurt is very Mongolian-esque with how they develop theirs, being these large things with a furnace and stuff like that. But
hard, that means I can throat sing.
it is warm in here. That is one thing you do notice, but there does not seem to actively be a fire. But it is quite warm. But yeah, the cultural blending seems to be like from literally everywhere. Like there is not one set of culture that seems to be here. Very much a collection, which frankly is, for what you know of, the very little you know of the Order of the Prime, does not surprise you with the fact that they are not like from one set cultural group by any means. Their operations bases are kept at a secret where they actually store everything for understandable purposes as they, collect artifacts from from the Cataclysm. So it would make sense they wouldn't want their main operation place to be revealed. So
Do you think they kill someone if you just guess where it is? And you're...
couldn't tell you. Try to figure it out.
You take a
I
globe,
have
you
a
spin
guess.
it around,
I have because I have a guess.
you spin it around, you point at the map, just randomly at the globe when it stops and go, is your base here? You get disintegrated.
What's your guess? Even out of character.
So I don't know what the equivalent would be here, but I'm just picturing the siege vault, like in real life. I think it'd be like a version of that, but
Gotcha.
artifacts.
Fair, yeah.
Just like 10 people know where it is, and it's heavily fortified.
It is very heavily fortified. I will give you that. I will not give you the continent of where it's from, but you could guess if you wanted to. And I will tell you if you're on the right track if you want.
I'll do some scheming before they blow my brains out for looking at an aberration.
Understandable. Well, I'm glad you are here. Frankly, it's best to do this where there is not a bunch of children, as we have put that place into our protection. And children do not need to hear about the woes going on in the world. Innocence must be protected. Wouldn't you all agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As you have probably understood, there have been a number of burnings throughout this town. We would like to assure you that the things that were burned were no longer human, or people, to say the least. We have made sure of this. But to give a basic understanding of, we have seen something like this once before. Twice before in the history of our order. The most recent one being in Bellemar, a town called Oak Hollow. The aberration in itself was dealt with before we got there, but its lingering, festering aspects seem to stay. So we burned it away. What was left of the town. We are trying to avoid something like that happening here. Frankly, we do wish that if something like that were to occur, that people would contact us, as we, even if we do not fully understand what we are working with, have the tools available to try to help as much as possible before it gets out of control. Unfortunately, we do not know a lot about this thing, to say the least. Aberrations are a, for lack of a better word, alien to most things on the planes, as they exist something outside of us, outside of our known planes. Hence the name aberration.
Yvonne looks really confused. This is sort of an area that you can't really bullshit as a bard. Like,
Yeah.
he can't even pretend that he knows what they even mean by it.
Yeah, which is, the term aberration is not something that is widely used or widely known in, like, just normal things, as aberration is like, hearing the word aberration is like hearing, yeah, we discovered aliens, straight up, and they're trying to take over Earth. Like, that's what you'd be getting the equivalent of. Like, it's
So,
one thing to hear demons or devils,
planes.
and it's beyond other planes. Like, this is not something that comes from, by saying other planes, like, the fire plane, the airplane, or even, like, the hells or the abyss. Like, it is something beyond that. Like, the only other options that come with that are, like, I don't know, people like the heavens, that type of stuff. But there's a lot of, this is extraplanar.
Mhm. So, when you're saying other planes, what kind of threat does that pose to this one?
That is what we are trying to figure out. Frankly, it seems to be like a parasite, to say the least. It's, from what we understand and what we have read in the books, points to the book from the ancient texts and also just from their own research notes. What we are working with likes to take on skin, host, almost like a changeling. But instead of, how do we say, just taking on the purpose and maybe stabbing them in the neck and leaving them to bleed out and die, where someone might find the body, and, being able to just take on the form, it seems like they infect the host and take them over from the inside, almost at like a magically cellular level. They become them. Until, and from what we understand,
You're saying I thought one of those in me.
we're saying you did, and it left. We believe
He goes that same, like, pale, like, fear and guilt. Fuck.
from what we have, from the research we have found, you were not the one to find this creature originally. The inhabitants of the Helm before were coaxed into it, but for some reason it could not leave. But when you guys re-entered and changed some things, we're not even fully sure about what was happened. You must have broken some sort of barrier, but it still could not leave without some sort of human host. It used you to leave the place. That is what we believe. But it did not want to take you over.
Do you have a seat? Can I sit down?
Please, sit down. We scanned you first to see if we could detect the source of aberrational magic, hoping that we could. Unfortunately, we truly were hoping that we'd be able to kill you, because that might end the source of this. But the only source we found was the mark on your hand.
Oh,
So we're not sure if it used you to escape and just left your body, or if something in you resisted the ability for it to fully take you over. We are unsure. But you are the only ones that we have known to survive. That is a good thing. That gives us a lot of research. Which means in some form, either by its own influence or your own influence, we're able to resist being devoured.
And you've already done like a full top to bottom of place.
Yes, a full sub-reports, definitely. One thing we are...
What was that room down there?
It was a mine, originally. When the ancient people that were here were digging a tomb in the mine to pull out specifically some sort of material we're not super sure of. They called it, it's ancient words. What was it? Let me pull it up. This is Mason.
Uh-oh, Spencer. Uh-oh, Spencer.
Hey, I wasn't the one that read the words out loud.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
I'm just saying.
It wasn't even the whole thing.
If this thing was being held back by a curse or a seal, I wasn't the one that said.
No.
You know.
It was in pieces. That means it doesn't count.
You tell that.
It was already out when we got there. Technically.
They called it temhor, specifically temhor, which is a very old word. Proto-Corgathi. This, yeah, kind of like that, yeah, temhor, which we have loosely translated to mean time frost.
Time frost.
But almost like the dwarves or in the mountains, they dug too deep, I guess, they believe this time frost was actually used to seal something even before them. And what they found...
And that family was just unfortunate enough to follow the same fate.
It is believed that they were called to find this thing. From both sides, that they were almost influenced to find it. Like it was... What's the word?
Beckoned?
Beckoned, the call of the void. Is some say, like they were pushed almost like an internal urge to look for it. What's what we have to describe. Like it would lead them to finding themselves. Like it was their destiny to. I'm wondering, did you feel the same pull?
I'm going to go back in my notes real quick so that I can accurately say what Siobhan felt in the moment. Because I want to be authentic with what I said. Pull. I mean, I like to learn to see things and learn about the world. I'm naturally drawn to things, and
it played with your desires.
under his breath, like he doesn't want to admit. He goes, yes, yes.
Understandable. It plays with your desires, what your wants. It feeds off of that to see what it would take to get you to do so. They also tend to, as far as we understand, really go for human, specifically human flesh. Rather than other races.
So I was a prime target in my group.
We believe they might be playing on the fact that humans are some of the most adaptable races. They can adapt to changes a bit easier than most. Not set in what they're good at based on, how do we say, ancestry.
Ron he's sitting down. He's struggling.
Take your
Like,
time.
He
Would
is
you like some
stressed.
tea?
Like there's sweat on his brow.
Would you like some tea?
Sure.
Hafez, Gustavе. The mouth seeks over one of the adjudicators. One of the adjudicators takes a kettle, puts a cup of tea in water. You watch as it heats up and hands it to you.
How large of a cup of tea is this?
It's a good solid large mug.
Okay, I think that's too large for him to try to do it like a shot.
Yeah. Would anyone else
But
like some
he
tea?
will take one big swig.
I can get a pot going.
Sure, yeah.
What's that? Gustavе, so? The... 1, 2, 3. 4.
This guy speaks German.
Kira's kind of looking between these people, looking at Siobhan. It wants to give Siobhan like a moment at least to think and stuff. So Kira's gonna say, when we left that house, it sounded like something was chasing us.
It is believed it was trying to get... I believe it was trying to get you out so that it could trick you into leaving as quickly as possible.
Sounded like too many footsteps, yes. Too many of them.
Yeah. There is one thing that we have ascertained from the texts and the ramblings. This same phrase keeps repeating, the many make the whole, the many make the whole.
Oh.
So there's this aspect of this many that comes multiple times for what we've read. But it seems even those who are under the influence, we cannot ascertain what it is. But the one thing that does keep getting mentioned is these words, but also the symbol that is on your hands, this spiral.
Ooh, look at his palms. And I think now is a good time to ask. Did Stefan get frostbite those many sessions ago?
Yes, but it is healed at this point.
Oh,
Magical healing and shit.
awesome.
So, yeah.
That would have sucked to also be like, oh yeah, by the way, I did get frostbite and I didn't do the things you said.
Yeah, you're all good. Luckily, magical healing is great, and a long rest fixes a lot of ills.
Maybe a foolish question, but in that phrase, just to make sure, what kind of hole we talking is like? She takes both hands and both of her hands, and then like puts them together and clasps them like a whole entire thing, or like, and then she draws like a circle, hole in ground.
Like a whole entire thing. WHOLE. Whole.
Yes.
Hey, not as bad as I thought.
One thing that we would see if it's possible is possibly to use you to try to locate where this creature might be.
And how might that work?
Well, you are marked by this creature. In fact, that means that some part of it has, as we can guess as the mark, has rubbed off on you. Even though you were not taken over, it is like a seed was planted. And it might not bear fruits, but from what we understand a little bit too, we believe it is growing in power. The more things it takes over, the stronger it gets, and we are worried that it is going to one day bloom like a flower.
You motherfucker.
Oh,
Our hope is to find it before that happens.
yeah. Whatever you need to do.
Sometimes it does not seem to, well, take over a creature. Always. Sometimes it might just take over one member of a family or a group. And then for some reason it removes the limbs of the rest.
What?
Taking the eyes, the tongues.
What? Why?
We don't know. We have no idea. We have not found any of them. Any of the limbs.
Siobhan will look to the two, and I guess if Calder is here. I promise I've not had that urge or desire or anything. I swear.
Better not.
I think we would know if you tried to remove some of our limbs.
The scary part with this, and one of the reasons why we were very nervous, upon first understanding, but finding that you were the only source, is the other ones that we have found, their entire body is aberration. Like the source of everything. But when you talk to them, they seem like you're just talking to them as a person, like nothing's changed. And we believe that that's true. That these people are still conscious, talking, until the creature decides to just fully take over.
What?
And then they become something different. But it will play with your emotions. You will hear screams, help me's, burning, and the problem is, there is still a chance that you might be hearing the person screaming until the fire affects the creature. But we do find fire to be very effective. Fire, I think...
Doesn't look like fire.
No. It does not seem to. We believe the same reason why it can take something over at the cellular level is that fire burns it at the cellular level, killing it. But if it has already spread to another host, you cannot kill it permanently. The many make the whole. It's like each person becomes a part of the creature.
This is all sort of beyond anything I am familiar with. But do you have a name for this thing?
Right now,
Other than the creature?
we have a proto-name. It's a little derogatory and it's not meant to be. It's just the only thing that we have right now. We call it a false changeling.
Siobhan is stressing.
Understandable.
Okay.
And that's
Well,
me also putting things together.
Not that you guys would know this,
So-
but the people in Bellamar fought one of these before.
Yeah, they did.
That was
Great.
Oak Hollow.
Must've
That's
been
why they said
fun.
they got to it later. Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was bad.
Mm.
It was real bad. The entire village, basically 95% of everyone in that village was affected. It was bad.
Oh.
They were burning people, and it fucked up a lot of the party because of it. This is before Wrench got there and everything.
Okay. Want to sort some things out. So, in terms of our companion here, Siobhan. So he has a mark, even if we can't see it.
Yes.
And that
Here,
mark.
I can probably make it visible.
Do you think that's wise?
For your understanding, I believe it could be. And so that we all may track it without just my eyes. Or their eyes. I can't see normally. True sight.
Ah, you want okay, so you want us to try to what follow this symbol? If we see this symbol somewhere, or
I believe if I can coax this energy out of Siobhan themselves might be able to feel drawn to it in a way. Like a trap.
Will it not be notified that we are tracking it?
It might be. But frankly, we don't have a lot of other options.
you want to use him as bait?
Yes.
Basically.
At least you are honest about it.
Yeah, that's what needs to happen.
Think of it
To do.
as recompense. Even though you were not intentionally doing anything, you are the reason the creature got out.
How did
I
the
don't really think that's fair to say.
Fairness does not play into this equation.
Purse my lips. I am trying to understand. How did the creature get out in Siobhan? We were with Siobhan that entire time.
Yes.
We did not see anything enter him.
We do not believe that this creature has a form normally. That it uses things to make one. Like a parasite. Or a fungus. It has to have a
Right, but-
host.
But would we not have seen signs that something entered him?
Likely no. We don't see any signs on people when they have been taken. Just the aftermath. The most signs we see are possibly, occasionally we might notice bloody teeth or
Bloody teeth.
something wrong. It's not perfect, but it learns the more and more that it takes over a host on how to copy the mannerisms.
You can see the mark. How come we can't?
Because it does not exist in this plane. It does not exist in this realm. We believe it is ethereal. It sits between planes, waiting. The mark was visible to you for a small time before it decided to move it, so that you would not notice any longer.
Okay, so this house exists in this commune.
Yes.
we went to check this house out because there was, well, I noticed that there was no fire, no lights. It was during a whiteout. I was concerned that there was that maybe something had happened to the people inside.
Understandable.
I told a guard to maybe go check and see if the inhabitants were all right. We did eventually then go to check on the house because it was still there and still dark, and the guard was gone. The guard... Not just gone. I asked what had happened to the guard that went, and maybe this can help you. There was the guard that I sent to go to that house. When I asked later what happened to that guard, nobody knew. It was, God, what was it that... Either that that person had never been around in the first place, or that no one was missing. So we went. We go. There was a bloody boot outside the door. So obviously someone had been inside. The door was open. We went in. The dust, not dust, ash on everything. Like it had been, something had tried to burn it down before. And had not. Been unsuccessful. Everything was just sort of in place. But trail of blood. So we follow the trail, it goes to basement. Not all of us went down into the basement. Some of us stayed. She nods at Calypso. Up top, some of us stayed halfway. Kind of puts a hand on her own chest. Siobhan and Calder went down. Found journal pages. Documents. Diary? I did not see them. It told the story of a couple, the couple that got, like you said, beckoned to find, going down to dig a cellar in their house during a storm. They heard their son, they said. The voices, they heard their son coming from the cellar. And then... have you seen these pages? I don't want to be repeating myself.
Yes, we have seen the pages.
Right. Okay. So, we see these documents, the journal. And then... I know that for Calder and for Siobhan, things started to get odd, strange down there. I'm not certain, but things were not normal. And things got scarier, I guess you could say. Just things did not feel right. So we decided to leave, especially because there was no guard down there. Just, entrails, blood. So we start to leave, and then it sounded like something was chasing us up these stairs. We left the house.
It feels like the room was alive. The walls were shrinking. The entrance was getting larger. It's almost like the room was part of it. Of this thing.
It's possible.
I did not experience that myself, but like I said, things were not right down there. So we run, we get out. Are you saying in that time, the time that we were down there, that those pages were being read, something got inside Siobhan?
Yeah, that is what we believe.
So we leave, something is in Siobhan, and then it leaves? When?
We don't know. One thing that you did say that does match our records is you had mentioned that they had not reported anybody leaving guard detail or not reporting. This does match our records for some reason, which we are not understand how. This creature has the ability to, sometimes, not always, manipulate people's minds and memories to forget people have ever existed.
Right.
Oh, great.
Wonderful, love. That's so great. So, when we left, at some point, we don't know when, this thing got out of Siobhan and stayed in the commune?
We believe so. We're
Well,
not exactly
the-
sure why
the,
they want
the
to.
spiral, the mark, it went away when we talked to the elder, and all the pages went blank. I can only imagine.
Looks at the journal. Again, I can see this. The notes, but it looks and there are blank pages. But you cannot.
There's nothing there, no.
They even allowed the text to be put into a different plane. Mentions of this creature. It has the ability to move into a different plane. The same way we believe that almost like the memories of people get moved into a different plane that we're not exactly sure of.
What?
There is...
Doesn't make any sense.
From some of the other writings, the scribblings of a madman from the old days, we believe before this thing, mentions of something known, a place where the lost go, where those who've been made one and forgotten, something to do with writings, these ramblings to say the least, but we're sure there's something in there about it, about some sort of silent cathedral.
I don't know.
But from our references
Is that a
to
question? Is that a reference? Somehow?
it's
With
been
you
mentioned
or-
once before, but not in this game. We tried to trace that back to any known deities that we have any record of, and it's nonsense.
Okay, well,
But it's interesting, but like the writings, to say the least, are scribblings of a madman. They speak of random things and
if you are sure they are the ramblings of a madman, why even put faith in them?
because it's all we have.
Okay. Well,
Even in madness, you can still find a sense of truth. Those who delve too deep into knowledges tend to come back mad, but bursting with knowledge. We find people in states like this when dealing with other, especially abyssal entities, or pacts with devils seeking knowledge. There are small glimpses of truth when even a madman speaks.
right. So, this thing gets out, leaves Siobhan. Okay. You believe it is still in the commune?
I do. As the things that we have found in the commune with the spread seem to be localized in the commune for some reason. We are not super sure why it is staying here.
Okay.
If we can find it before it leaves, or figure out what it's doing, if it wanted to get out, why would it stay in the commune? Why not leave to go somewhere else? Why not?
Right. And you're certain that it has not jumped to one of us?
From what we can see, we are certain.
Great. Good for us. And it is not in... none of it is in Siobhan anymore?
Except for the parts that it is rubbed off on. No, it has not taken over Siobhan.
The parts rubbed off on what? Is that just the mark?
It's just the mark.
The spiral?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's
I don't...
It's like it wanted to keep you... Mind you, we still don't know whether you resisted it or if it chose to not take you over. We do not know. But it used you for to get out. We do know that.
If I remove this mark, would that free me?
I don't know.
How would you remove it, Siobhan? What, you cut your hand off?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you can't
I
do
don't know
that.
any other way.
let's
So
not do
A
that.
tattoo, no.
The
Well, there
problem
has to be another way.
with ethereal things too is that the mark might be a localization, but just because you remove something in the material plane does not mean it still doesn't exist ethereally. Nerves will still be firing to your hand even though your hand might not exist.
Okay. Now, there were writings that were found in old library here in Commune.
Yes, that's part of the scribblings that we have, but also some notes of this.
Can we see those?
Yes, you can.
She kind of collects herself for a moment and goes, I am a healer. I am a healer for my village. That's what I have always been. It's what I was trained as. Helping people, healing people has always been what I do. But this is beyond anything I personally know how to help. I'm happy to read. I can read on whatever has been written about these sorts of things that were found here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to help otherwise.
Understandably, it would make sense that you would not know how to handle something like this. Even if for all of our capability, we are still also lost in the darkness. It is, how do I say? We are like baby taking first steps on how to deal with creature. It is not a known entity that we have fight. We can fight demons and devils. That is what we are made to do. Aberrational things are a bit outside of our purview.
Could I make an insight check if this entire conversation is truthful? If this has just been like just convincing us to get into the tent kind of thing? Like, is this
Make
legit?
an insight check, yeah.
As a 19.
19. Let me roll something.
Deception.
You from what you can gather from your understanding with a 19, they are telling you the truth. They are doing their best to tell you what they know. They are very clear that they are wanting to help you, but they are also being very honest that they want to use you.
Okay.
And the one part that they were trying to play on is your emotions on trying to call it like do this as you owe this to people since you unleashed it. They're just trying to play on your emotions there. That part you definitely can get. But at the same time, there is this feeling that you are the only lead they have, truly.
And if I may ask, what would happen if I say no to all of it?
It would make what we have very difficult, and frankly, we could not allow you to leave. You would be a threat. Because we don't know if it would just come for you again, and because there's a link. For your own safety and for others.
You look to group. Well, I'm not getting any younger. Maybe you all can learn something from those books before I withered away.
Sure, I can start to read. I've never dealt with anything similar to this, so I'm sorry. I do have to ask though, she turns to the mouth, the adjudicators, and frowns and says, by your own admission, you are taking baby steps in figuring out how to deal with this thing. Are you certain that burning people alive is even helping?
We believe, as much as we understand, after burning corpses, burning people, their aberrational energies are ceasing. So at the very hope that we are helping their souls.
Their aberrational energies are ceasing. What, because they're dead? Would that not stop any energy?
Even when we killed them, the aberrational energies would just keep them alive. Cutting off their heads. You need to understand that when we realized what these creatures became, they would become monsters, and not just in the mental sense. Their heads would extend, tendrils would reach off of their necks to attack to us, to try to attach to us as well. The only thing we have found that repels them is fire.
Okay.
Stabbing them, cutting them.
That sounds fucking terrifying.
They just adapt to it. You chop them in half, next you know, their center of them grows teeth and attacks you.
Okay, I think we get it.
Right.
Fireworks.
Fine, well, if you give us... Okay. I want to see these texts, please.
Feel free.
You can... whatever you
I'll
have
help
planned
you.
for Siobhan. Yeah, that'd be good. We can both get through much more.
How close are you two standing?
I've stayed fairly close by.
Perhaps
Probably off
need
to-
to be a little further, but not like super far away.
Here,
Yeah.
what's your passive
My passive, what?
perception?
17?
As you guys are walking away, you feel like hand against your pocket.
You're really quiet. We can't quite hear you.
Yeah. I cannot quite...
You hear a hand. You feel a hand against your pocket, and
Okay.
Siobhan just nod to you, like a understanding. Like, I know my fate.
Can I kind of glance at you, raise a brow, and like mouth is set into like a deep grin, like a frown, and just kind of go, you'll get through this.
I'm open.
And I'm gonna just I'll nod, and I'm gonna walk with Calypso to the books.
All right. You guys go to the books.
Yay, books.
The bookies!
Give me an investigation with the help action from Calypso.
What's your investigation, Calypso?
Yeah, whichever is higher.
A 9?
Oh, what, like a +9?
No.
Oh, like a
Actually, it's
-1.
Actually, it's an 8.
Oh, wait. Like your intelligence is an 8?
My intelligence is an 8, yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so I will roll the investigation then. Okay, yes.
I am stupid. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, help action means what?
Literally.
Do I get an advantage or?
Yes, you get advantage.
Okay. When you said 9 at first, I was like, "Whoa, a +9! That's fucking great!"
My one brain cell's gotta do something.
It's taking
I was
off.
like, I've
It's
got
doing its
expertise in stuff.
Natural.
and I don't
Let's
have-
go.
20.
Let's go.
Yes!
Let's go.
Thanks
was
for
all
the
'cause of
help
me.
action. No, it was. I think it was because of you. Because my first roll was a 10, so it is because of you. Your one brain cell really did run into overdrive. It sounded like a computer
God.
working way too hard.
All right, Lex, you prepared to type?
We got about 13 minutes before my meeting.
Okay.
Just
I'm 13 minutes of war.
shaking my hands off. Here, I'm writing the books. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Like Hella's also currently standing in front of me, like staring at me really hard.
Hell yeah. All right. Here we go. This language is written in Proto-Corgathi.
Okay.
Do you speak Primordial or Giantish?
I speak a version of Primordial.
Very good. So you'd be able to read this, because you speak Ignan.
Yes. Yes, I do speak Ignan.
Yep. Because Proto-Corgathi is a mix of Giantish and Primordial languages, so if you can, you'd be able to understand it if you can read either way.
Okay.
So. With each passing day, we run desperately low on the time frost. Our ability to fight back against our brain. Hold on. What's it called? Fucking
Enemy.
enemy works. Yeah, because that was the kind of thing. There was a specific word I was looking for.
Adversary.
Adversaries. There we go. God, please stop messaging me right now when I'm trying to think. Go away.
Hella just almost fell off the desk. She flopped over and then
God.
is like not paying attention to how. Oh my god! Now she's being a dick. I am watching her take envelopes that I have on my desk in between her teeth and pulling them off the desk.
What a bastard. Our adversary's strength grows while our resolve wanes. But the time frost might be our only chance. And Brother Eodwulf says this is the place to look. Day 2. We've begun mining through the wall here, pushing deep. We have dug many tunnels. This, unfortunately, will be the tomb for quite a few of our brethren. We have found a chasm, deep within, containing some sort of this time frost. It isn't much, but it is enough. The time frost is built in a very strange way, almost like it was placed here on purpose. This chasm almost feels like it was cut out. There is a language here that we cannot read. None of us can. Unsure of what it says, but that does not matter. The material is what we need, and we will push towards it as quickly as possible. Day 3. Brother Adwald says that we need to push deeper. We need to keep digging. Something about that there is no time to waste, and that this will make us whole again.
God. Already, you're done. Your mistake, you're done, kid.
Some of the men keep hearing voices deep in the dark, telling them to dig. Some believe it is a curse. I myself think that this time frost, like it has before, is playing tricks. But it is no matter. It is what kills the adversaries. Day 4. The time frost is arrayed almost like a sarcophagus, containing something, but as we cracked it open, we didn't find anything, except for the encompassing parts. Funny. Maybe whatever was here disintegrated. Normally we do not like disrespecting the dead, but there was no dead to find. I feel empty inside. Like parts of me are splitting. I see myself digging, and then I find myself eating. Like days seem to blur. Day 15. We keep digging. We've run out of tools, so we dig with our hands. We break off what we can. We must take every little bit. Brother Eadwulf has set up the ritual of communion. A shrine must be erected. Make us whole. Make us whole. The many become one. Make us whole. Make us whole. Make us whole. Make us whole. And it just continues like that for the rest of the pages. And then you notice that it runs out of ink, and then it's written in blood. Make us whole. Make us whole. Make us whole. And that's what the book is.
There's just one book.
The other one is the scribblings of the madman. And the name that you read inside is Eadwulf.
As they're reading those, do I feel anything?
Are you reading them out loud?
I personally would not be, no. Like, maybe occasionally it would be like because it's Proto-Corgathi, would be like reading a word more than once to try to remember, like, what does this mean again? What's the closest meaning I can think of? But I would not be reading this aloud.
Siobhan, give me a wisdom save, please.
Yes. 22.
Hell yes.
Part of you feels an urge to walk. But you resist it. In your mind, though,
Just to walk.
that's as much as you get with a 22 wisdom save.
Mhm.
Yeah. But in your mind, though, as you watch as Kier's eyes scan a page, it's like your gaze matches with hers, and you see through her eyes for a moment. And you hear in your mind,
that.
make us whole, make us whole, make us
Ew.
whole, make us whole, make us whole, make us whole. And you see the ink written in blood being dripped down as it's like it's being written in front of you. And you realize you are carving a symbol, a spiral, into your own hand.
Oh, God damn
No,
it.
not again.
As with that urge to walk, even though he does resist it, I think very suddenly Siobhan stands up as you're reading and like kind of walk to one corner of the tent and just look to see if he's been noticed. And in that glance,
Before you get to
Roll.
there, before you begin to doing that part, I
I
have to,
say you have these people watching
Yeah.
you. they're gonna be like, excuse me.
but before you get there, I have to tell something to people that are doing the perception checks because of a natural 20. One thing you would notice about the ink in blood is that it's fresh. It even begins to run. Now you may continue, Siobhan. Sorry.
I was gonna say in that moment of looking over to see if Siobhan has been caught in the harmless act of standing up, that is when he sees through Kier's eyes and sees the writing before looking down and realizing it is his own hand that is, and will almost like sheepishly try to hide it,
Gotcha.
press his palms together, like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Kier, once she makes the realization, like, oh, this is fresh blood. Oh my goodness, it's running. Hey, wait a second. Kind of like, I'm on observation duty, and it's like you notice that something is wrong.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, anomaly found.
Lex and I've been playing that together, by the way. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun to do as like a
This look fun.
double thing. The frown on her face gets deeper, and her head instantly snaps up towards the whoever is closest, an adjudicator, the mouth, and she just goes, "Excuse me," and she's going to turn the book to them because these people are stronger than she is. They know more, and she just points and she goes, "This blood is fresh."
As you watch, they go over to Siobhan immediately, looking at Siobhan, grab your palm, and they would see that this symbol etched into your hand. And you watch as they cast a glyph onto it, and then you watch as they grab Siobhan's head. I need a quick, Constitution saving throw from you, Siobhan.
Yeah.
My meeting
my
is
God.
in 1 minute.
I know.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna make this a private GM roll.
Okay.
And
I see that. Perfect. Okay, sounds good.
I don't think it does much.
You watch as, in your own mind, you feel this ability, and all they say is, follow it. And you would see a trace leading somewhere. And that's where we'll take our break.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Break time.
Not streamed and recorded, maybe, but no.
All right. We pick up after hearing follow the trail, that type of shit. And that is exactly where we're going to pick up off at again. You had carving in your hand. They did a glyph on your hand. One of the adjudicators did a glyph on your hand, and then telepathically in your mind, you had this feeling of follow the trail that is being set up for you.
Is it I can just see it, or I feel compelled
You
to do it?
you can see
Also.
it like it's a string leading you somewhere.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharon just starts walking. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't look at anyone. He just starts walking and following this path.
The mouth will look at the rest of the group and say, "Please follow."
What?
Sorry, is he already... You're doing something?
Yes, something was found when he was interacting with something. There's a trail. We hope it locates us to the creature.
Oh, that was a lot faster than I thought.
Okay.
It is for us as well, but time is not to be wasted, to say the least. So, follow.
I will go ahead and...
Yep.
I mean, assuming... I don't think I finished reading the Scribblings of the Madman, or that I even read it. I just saw that it was... The name inside was Aedwulf.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess for now I will go ahead and set those down.
Okay. All right. This is better than the other outcome, because if you would have failed that wisdom save, you'd have just started going without anyone knowing.
Awesome. I mean, it sure looks like that anyway.
Yeah.
It's just he knows where he's walking now.
Mm-hmm. And at least the people know what you're doing at the idea of like what they were having you follow. So you begin to travel, walking almost like you're being pulled by a leash towards something.
Is it like aggressive?
Kind of. More like, think of it in a way almost like someone has a long fingernail under your chin and is just pulling you along.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
I'm
Yeah.
following.
You step what others might perceive as aimlessly. You find yourself going towards the town, towards where some of the other houses were, towards some of the burned down areas. The smell of burnt flesh and wood coats everyone's nose. You find yourself at the precipice of what appears to be this, for lack of a better word, exterior cellar. It's not connected to a house. But you do see footprints going in. And the footprints, something's wrong with them.
Love hearing that.
Yeah. Because at first you'd see them going forward, but as you get to this precipice, it's like they turned on a dime 360 degrees, and there's a bit of blood, and then they started walking backwards.
Great. Um, if I can resist it as I get to the top of these stairs going down, I'll just speak loud. I need to go down there. I have to go down there.
And you're not sure if this pole to this location is from the doings of the adjudicator or of this feeling. You're not positive. Like this, it's almost like there's two forces at work right now. One being of some sort of, actual magical nature. The other one being almost like a primal urge.
Mm. As far as what the mouth allowed us to grab, would I consider myself fully equipped?
Yes, I would say all of you are fully equipped for, if you were to go into like armor or weapons, you would have all that stuff with you. You just don't have like your backpacks with rations and shit and tents and shit like that. So.
Mm. All right. I think if neither the mouth nor Kier or Calypso say anything,
Yeah.
he's probably gonna start walking down.
Kier just is looking at you, but also looks at the mouth at the adjudicators and just says, "Is it wise to let them go down there?"
We will be going with. Do you mind accompanying us?
Sure. Why do you want us with you?
More eyes and more ability. Frankly, everything that happens down here needs to be recorded. And you will also have an emotional connection to this person as he is a compatriot, which would aid in you trying to help him.
She just kind of and does a little shake of her head, but will turn to follow.
Fuck, I'm not emotionally connected to this guy.
Sorry, who?
Who's this fucker? Love that.
Is it how wide is this opening? Like 2 people? Is it like narrow?
It's about 2 people. There's a double door that goes to it. It is built like a cellar, and it's connected to. It's funny because like you going towards it, you notice that where it's connected is like one of the walls of the commune, the wooden walls. It's like attached to that, like it's a guard storage for things. But it doesn't look like it's used often, specifically. Like what was here, you notice like next to it is a very large pile of snow that looks like no one has touched in a while. Like this thing looks like no one has touched it in a long time, until it was opened very recently by these things and a little bit of blood splatter that's around it.
Mm. All right. Sean's gonna start going down.
As you make your way down this corridor, you see some stones and some wood kind of holding up structural beams. But almost like the place that you went before, this building goes from being a normal, how do I say, cellar to more ancient stone very quickly. And not like in an excavator way. More like someone found this room and then repurposed it as a cellar, if that makes sense. And then just decided to not use it after a while. There's some stuff in here, but it's all old and, just not really useful anymore. Old shirts and what appears to be like old seeds of someone who maybe had prospects of making some sort of garden that doesn't work here.
Is there any light?
No, it is very dark.
Mm.
One of the fists.
Good thing
red
Siobhan
fists.
doesn't need to see if he's got this arrow pointing.
Yeah,
I cast a little bit of light by
Yeah.
myself.
and the adjudicators would also be, even though they don't need it, for other people are going to cast light as well. And you'd see, like, after intervals, they're going to put, like, little lights that stick to the walls in certain areas as you guys push down.
Okay.
Cozy.
Mhm.
But the backwards feet seem to keep going in this direction. And almost like the feet are dragging. But the thing is that bothers you is where the feet are on the ground, you see the same type of footprints on the ceiling and on the walls.
Not bad.
No.
And this trail of not super fresh blood just kind of going through. And you just keep feeling this going down and down and down.
Yeah. Is it like all stairway or?
No, the stairs turn into like almost like a cobblestone slide in a way, like where it's like they're not really stairs, they're more of just like a path.
Gradual slope.
Yeah, gradual slope. The stairs kind of stop where it becomes a normal thing, like we're a normal cellar. And once it gets to that point, it just keeps kind of going down. I need wisdom saves from everybody.
Great.
Yippee!
I try.
Calypso, we got this. We're druids.
Yeah. It was easy.
Mm.
Hmm.
Hey,
You have inspiration.
oops, not a wisdom check.
I do. Let me
Dumb.
redo this.
Yes.
So far, the only passing one is Kier.
Wait.
No, you got this.
You just passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
The DC was 13.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Spencer.
I love failing wisdom saves.
Time seems to pass instantly. But we'll get back to you. Kier and Calypso, you keep walking for several hours. And you can tell that it
What
feels
the-
like several hours.
Can I?
Oh no.
I want to comment on that.
Yeah, when
There's
do
still
we
more.
sense something's wrong?
There's still more. I'm not finished speaking.
Okay, fine. God.
The air grows silent. Like, no sound of dewdrops. Nothing. Most of you being druids have a connection with the world outside. And sometimes it's just the aspects that you grow things. You can feel the earth kind of constantly radiating back to you, no matter what circle you are. That's just something that is kind of intrinsic with druids, even with the blighted ones. That is intrinsic. You feel that vanish. There is this feeling that you have that where you have gone is no longer on this plane. And the hours that you feel no longer matter.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Hey. Can I comment yet, or are you?
Yes, you
still
can.
going?
I am now done.
Okay. If, it starts to feel like an hour,
Mhm.
hour and a half close to 2 hours. And the path is still just going down. These steps are going down. The cellar's going down. I will turn to the mouth to see what they're doing, and very clearly, just in a very blunt, say, "You know this is not normal."
Make a quick perception check.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
You get a lot more. Okay. From their lips, you can see them muttering some sort of incantation. And with a natural 20, they've been doing it for the past hour and a half. And what you are getting at is they are praying to everything. As they turn to you and look, and for the first time in your eyes that you can see, the words that they repeat are saying comes with a tinge of fear for beings who do not know such thing. The adjudicators themselves are stepping with a carefulness that should not be in them, like there is something primally to be scared of, but also primally feels that it is beckoning them to it. The prayers that you hear are to every god that exists in the Prime Pantheon. And the problem that you can see the fear on their face, not one has answered. Not one can hear it. And that is what they tell you. My prayers are going unanswered. The gods cannot hear us here. We are alone.
We should turn back then.
I agree.
You may be right. We need more help to see what we are facing.
Okay. With that being said, the permission almost granted by the "you may be right."
Yeah.
Kier just turns to look for Siobhan and calls out,
Gone.
"Siobhan, come on, we're going back."
Gone. He's walking. He's going forward.
Yep.
If you guys stop to talk, that's on you.
No, someone has to stay with him.
Someone has to go and get him and pick him up, bring him back here.
One of the adjudicators says they will go.
Okay.
How
Frankly,
strong is your connection to the earth?
Not weak, but there is no connection here. It's not here.
We must make one. Both of you,
Okay?
with me and the other adjudicator, we must make a way to get out, or else we will be here forever.
Okay, well, how do we do that?
Because if you look past the path, there is nothing behind you. It is a black void. There is nothing there.
Oh, great!
I'm scared.
I need
How
wisdom saves
do we
again from everyone except for Siobhan.
Oh no.
We got this! Druids!
Druid power! Yeah! No! 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 Calypso, no! Fuck. Bye!
Okay, wait. Okay.
Kier, you succeed. Calypso, you really fucking fail.
No! No!
Calypso,
Consumed by the silence.
the walls near you, the cobblestone walls around you, the stone begins to rotate into spirals. And in your mind, all you begin to hear is, "Make us whole. Make us pull, and you can feel a heartbeat around you through your room that matches with your own.
Oh, she's freaked. Oh my god. Her eyes are like widening.
And
She's like clutching her chest.
And every time the heart beats, you'd see that the spirals change and rotate more and more.
What's happening? Are you guys seeing that?
What?
I need you to roll me a coin flip to see what direction you run to.
Oh no! How do I coin flip? Wait,
1d2.
1d2.
actual coin? Oh, D2. Oh no.
1, you run deeper, and 2, you run out. You start running back into the void.
Oh, wait. Like back the way we came?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. Okay, wait.
But there's nothing there, so you're just running into a void.
Oh no. Yeah.
You watch
It's like,
as
yay,
Calypso
but also
runs
no.
past you towards the where you're going and just disappears after she goes 4 feet.
Oh my God.
And you, as you hear her scream through there, it just goes, ah! And there's no sound, nothing.
Oh.
Girl, I swear, that presence in your head better be doing something for you.
Calypso, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
I don't like this. Truly found. Truly found.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Calypso, as you begin to run through this void, you can see vaguely these, even through the blackness, these hands that reach out to grab you from all directions. And you are resisting the urge that you do not want to see these things. It is terrifying. You do not want to see these things. You just resisted the urge to gouge out your own eyes.
Okay, see?
Oh
Okay,
my God.
Druid power.
When it matters most.
And Kier, you hear
Yeah.
her scream. And she is only feet away from you.
But she's in the darkness.
The scream echoes, almost giving a light that you can see. And you know that you are in a distance where you could reach through it and pull her back.
I want to do that.
Okay.
I will go. I'm going to, but as I go past, just very brusque, I have entered, like, action mode.
Yes.
Like, okay, I just need to do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
So, Kier, as she, like, moves past one of the adjudicators, the one that is not going for Siobhan,
Yeah.
she says, I'm reaching in there to get her back. I can get her. You need to hold on to me. Make sure I don't go. And I'm just going to trust that this person will do what I say, hopefully, and not disintegrate me or something.
The adjudicator
And
just
I'm
grabs onto your hand with a giant arm and is like, you know,
Yeah.
just from that feeling, they're not letting you go. Your arm will come off before they do.
Cool. And then I just go ahead and I thrust my hand into that darkness to pull her back.
Perfect. You pull her back. She is with you again. But there are scratches along her
Traumatized.
eyelids.
Scratches? Ah, what the? That's shitty. That's rude of those hands.
No, those are from her own, as you see the little bits of blood under her fingernails.
Okay, but you didn't do it.
Resisting.
We're good.
Did not.
Okay. I'm going to, Calypso, I'm going to pull you in and hug you very tightly and say, you are here, you are here. Ground yourself.
As we move on to Siobhan.
Holy shit. What a music chain.
Siobhan. A light begins to open up. Almost, you can see a little bit deeper into this void as the light around you begins to spiral into a radiant, like, gold that is being consumed by a void. And surrounding you as you go by are bodies of priests, of people, some ancient, decayed. You see mining tools, everything, and some fresh, as you get to find some bodies all missing their limbs. And as you clear this one room, you turn to see the left. And in front of you, you'd see physically a large spiral made of hands and feet and eyes and tongues, and written in blood, "Make us whole. Make us whole." And in your mind, you would hear, "The many become one." Your hand...
Anything? Or should we do something special?
I think some of these are older than the commune, but they're Corgatha. Perhaps.
I mean, I was directing that also to the adjudicator in the mouth.
Yeah, Siobhan can answer too.
Yeah, I know.
Probably maybe just a standard a right or something. Or he will turn as well. Or are these like biohazard where you can't touch them for 100 years?
These things gesturing to the bodies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The adjudicator will approach one of the bodies, and the mouth begins to speak. They are but concrete and glass. There is no physical material left into them. They are interred here. This is about as close to as a burial they can get. This place will become sealed under our protection and will be completely closed down. Once you leave this place, we are going to seal it shut via stone and filled with stone as much as possible. We are going to plant a shrine dedicated to the prime deities to bless this place. And if you have any other blessings you would like to bestow upon it, please do. Every blessing is welcome in this case.
Okay. I will.
I think if I may just take one pass and then I'll be all set.
Yeah, the adjudicator goes over to one of the bodies. Just so you are sure. You see one of the very concrete, kind of very fucked up, removed limb bodies, and he just kind of just taps it, and it just falls apart into just dust. Mm-hmm. And it's not, you can tell it's not from them, that's just from them touching it. It's just carbon.
Okay. Well then,
I think
we'll let you get to your job then.
Yeah, Siobhan will do a once over.
Oh, they also
sort of like the Terracotta Army in a way, where he just tries his best to remember as many faces as he can, so that he can tell some semblance of a story later.
Very fair. I like that. Yes, you can. With ease. One thing that you will see, and one more thing before they go, they pull out what appears to be a bag. And you'd say, "Give this to the elder. This is for money to repair the town and some to get more supplies. There is an estimation of 25,000 gold pieces in here.
Oh.
But it is used
Ka-ching!
to build the town. And you all, when it is outturned, can keep that as a bag of holding."
Yay!
Woohoo!
Well, thank you.
Frankly, just to let you guys know, beyond building, the town will profit from this now. Straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This can be used to get a lot of supplies and maybe even build some extra shit. So basically, sorry we had to burn
Or
a
who
bunch
killed a
of
bunch of
people.
civilians.
Yeah, that. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, we know that what we were doing was in the right, but also like the trauma that this has now caused your fucking commune.
Mm-hmm.
We also offer memory wipe services for anyone who would like to have this erased. That is also optional. I also would ask, if you do not mind, beyond the people that need to know, the Fists, the Elder, do not speak of the aberration to these people. The idea of aberrations has been mind wiped from quite a few people already. People do not need to worry about things like that. Life is stressful enough, especially up here.
That's perfectly understood.
And you watch as they go, farewell. And they begin to climb through the holes that was made.
We should ask Calypso.
Or
If she wants her mind wiped. I would not blame anyone for wanting to forget this.
that's true. She seemed to take it the worst out of anyone.
I forgot to add something. They're going to bring someone in 24... They're actually going to teleport someone in with a temporary circle in like 6 hours to do the blessings and mind wiping for those who haven't been mind wiped yet. So,
Okay.
Express, like Amazon service.
kind of. It's a cleric who specializes in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically
Yeah,
a
I
trauma
think-
specialist.
After Siobhan will linger in this space for probably longer than one should, and then eventually he will head up the stairs and see what Calypso's up to.
Gotcha.
And I don't feel anything in my hand. Like it feels like it's back to normal.
Give me an insight check.
Ooh. That's a 10.
10. You feel about as normal as you can. You're currently in a lot of fucking pain.
Oh yeah, which hand? Is it my left hand or my right hand?
It is your right hand, unfortunately.
Oh,
Damn.
in my head it was my left hand the whole
Fortunate.
time. Changes everything.
Would you say that that's probably your dominant hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was gonna be a cool stump guy.
Cool stump guy.
Guy.
I'm gonna. Kier very definitively leaves this place behind. He's going to leave this cellar and is like, I'm never going back down there ever again. Sooner it's filled in, the better, basically. That was really fucked and good riddance, and also, this is not my responsibility, it's theirs. They are now in charge of it, and they're stronger than I am, so I'm just going to leave it to them, sort of thing. Like, that's... Her brain is very much like, I don't have the bandwidth to focus on this right now, and I don't need to, beyond what is absolutely necessary. This is not for me. This is for them to deal with. She comes out, and I'm just going to walk right over to Calypso and see what she is doing, how she's doing.
Trauma bonding with tiny flowers.
Trauma bonding with tiny flowers.
Love that.
She's like slowly growing tiny flowers.
I will kneel and grow flowers with you.
Oh, you're back.
We're back.
How did it go?
Not great, but the commune is safe. supposedly.
Good. That's good.
They're leaving, and they want to offer. If you want to forget about what happened, they're offering service to do that.
Oh,
Mind wipe services, they said.
I see.
So if you do want to, not remember that this horrible thing happened, you can.
In normal circumstances, not that this is normal, I might have said yes, but considering I'm quite familiar with having my memories taken from me, if I can maybe have one.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You said you were going to tell me something?
Yeah. When we came back up the first time, the voice came back to me. It asked me where I went, that it couldn't sense me anymore.
Well, that's strange. But I suppose it confirms it is that this is not. I suppose this confirms that this is not the. That place we were was not here. It was somewhere else.
Definitely.
That was awful.
But what I saw, hands were coming out of the walls trying to grab me.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It was, yeah. I almost took out my own eyes before you took me out first.
I'm sorry. That's awful.
It is, but it's okay. Weirdly, I feel like I've almost been through worse.
That's interesting. I mean, it was very bad. It was terrible. There was I won't tell you what was down there. It was not very good. It's gone now, though. And they're going to fill in that cellar so no one can get in.
That's good.
They plan to, they're going to make a shrine, they say, to the prime deities. The gods of the south.
Huh. Fitting, I guess.
But, and she kind of gets a little conspiratorial, little smirk, little twinkle in the eyes and says, but they also said that in this case, all other blessings are welcome. So, I was already planning to put blessings on this place. Not for their southern gods, but for the, well, for what we know up here. No gods, just the frost, the cold, nature, the trees, the earth.
I think that's as it should be. I find comfort in that the most.
I agree. I was going to say, it's, that was a horrible place we were in at, the thing. I don't know where it was, but I do know that right now where we are here. And she kind of looks up at the sky, holds her hand out for some snow. I know this snow, and I know these little flowers that you're growing, and the earth beneath them that is giving them life. The rocks and the soil, the trees around, the wood that makes the commune, the water frozen right now, but you know, the waters of the rivers, as cursed as those are too. I hope we never see one of those again.
Me either.
The mountains, the glacier, the sea, maybe even, yeah, you know, the thawing lands, all the mushrooms. I know all of those. I can touch those and feel those and see them, smell them, the animals. Wherever we were was not any of that and was not there. And if this place is going to return to being... Not this place, this spot. If this spot is going to return to being part of Corgatha, they can erect their little shrine to their gods. But I think it should have a touch of... here.
Definitely.
So, we are growing these flowers. You did a good job while I was gone, all these little ones. And I think when they put their shrine up, I think we should come back and we should grow some things on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Kind of gives you a little smile.
She smiles back and sighs, and she says, kind of makes me miss home a bit. Haven't been back in so long.
Well, now that the adjudicator and that mouth person are gone, leaving, I think that will hopefully free us up to be able to go to your home.
Hopefully. I've been wanting you all to see it. I think you'd like it.
I will be happy to accompany you and to see it. I've never been.
Not the most friendly of places weather-wise, but it's not all bad.
It does have a reputation.
With this lovely conversation, bringing a bit of lightheartedness to a harrowing few days, for multiple reasons. The constant seed of pain and madness and devouring maw of chaos ceases in the commune. You all begin to utter your prayers and your rituals for this place to really cement them in before the other people bring in their southern gods.
We'll come in after that too, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bit of finery that happens in this life up here, and anything that goes beyond that is a problem. This place, as they said, life is hard enough. And it feel good to get back to those usual horrors that Corgatha brings. Horrors that might be terrifying, but you understand them as the connection, especially with you druids, to the world beyond the world here and the earth are always going to be understood. And no matter how scary or how terrifying the stuff is here, it's still a part of this land, and you can respect it as such. And at this point, this is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Gotta cry.
And I have one more because of such a harrowing experience. Level 6.
Level
Oh.
6! Ooh. Oh.
Wow.
Thank you all
Whoa.
for watching. And I hope you all have a lovely night.